Now that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is just around the corner from its release, a lot of fans around the world are very excited or worried about this movie by director J.J. Abrams, Chris Terrio, you name it, as well as Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that, of course, this movie is going to determine the future of the franchise and where things will stand in anything ranging from the new Star Wars TV series, such as, of course, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, The Mandalorian Season 2, the new Star Wars trilogy, you name it. Now, of course, regardless, this movie is going to make decent money. I have no doubt about that. But everything about what Disney is planning right now, they are looking to expand the future of the Star Wars franchise, not just with their new Star Wars movies in the 2020s, but also on Disney Plus, their new streaming service that is actually going to be the home of live-action TV series as well as animated TV series out there, like the Clone Wars Season 7 as an example. Now, on top of all of this, Disney and Lucasfilm are actually planning something big for the future of Star Wars, where Disney and Lucasfilm are currently mapping out plans for the future of the Star Wars franchise, not just with their films, but also with Disney Plus. It's said that Disney and Lucasfilm are in negotiations of developing a Mace Windu TV series for Disney Plus, and have been in talks with Samuel Jackson to reprise his role as Mace Windu. It's noted that Disney and Lucasfilm are trying to expand their roadmap of live-action TV series before they begin to go back into films, and that they even plan to focus on TV series while new movies arrive as well in order to create a new Star Wars universe. It's said that Disney and Lucasfilm have been deciding on where they could go with the future of Star Wars on Disney Plus, starting off with The Mandalorian, then Kenobi, Cassian Andor, and now Mace Windu, and other character shows that they are planning to develop in order to expand the franchise further into something else. It's described that they are going to announce more of their live-action TV series at Star Wars Celebration in August of 2020 to unveil their lineup of new Star Wars TV series, and that the Mace Windu project in its early talks is aimed to become a new show that would release sometime after the Cassian Andor TV series, and would in some way, shape, or form tie directly into the other TV series. Now, on top of the Disney Plus TV series, they are also planning a Dr. Aphra animated series for Disney Plus, as well as a Yoda series that would tie directly into The Mandalorian for their streaming service, as they wanted to use Disney Plus to their advantage to not only create new fans, but to also expand the stories of other characters through a multi-season TV show that would be focused on such characters. Now, Disney and Lucasfilm are in negotiations on the Mace Windu TV series to focus on a story that would involve Mace Windu's survival after Order 66, and a show that would take place days after Order 66, and would serve as the closest sequel to Episode 3. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this really is a big deal by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, the thing I will say is that, say what you will about Disney Star Wars, but they really are doing a good job with The Mandalorian. Absolutely an amazing job with The Mandalorian. It has a little bit of, a couple of flaws here and there with that TV show, but nonetheless, a solid TV series. Really no problems with it in my book. I mean, Episode 6 I thought was by far the best episode that we got for Season 1 of The Mandalorian, and the fact that they are planning to develop a Mace Windu TV series starring Samuel Jackson, and how they are negotiating things with Samuel Jackson and reprising his role as Mace Windu post Order 66, essentially revealing that Mace Windu survived Order 66 and, of course, his duel against Palpatine, would be a very interesting side of the story. Now, obviously they're planning a lot of different projects out there, such as a Yoda series, a Dr. Aphra animated series. I don't know if you guys know that character, but she's also a part of the Disney Star Wars universe and the canon material, a new character, if you will. They're planning to make an animated series out of her sometime in the 2020s. Now, everything related to it in that sense, the fact that they are trying to expand, using Disney Plus and kind of attaching these TV series to future Star Wars movies as well, creating a brand new Star Wars universe in a similar way to how the MCU is treated, that's basically what they're doing. They're trying to create a new Marvel Cinematic Universe, except all about Star Wars. That's what Disney wants to do, and I guess they can see that they have had a massive success with the MCU, that they want to create a SWU, as I like to say. That seems to be exactly why they are doing it, is because they see the success of the MCU. Now, do I think that Star Wars should go down this route? Not necessarily. I feel that it should remain as is, where you just kind of like do what you gotta do, you know, make each project on their own. Everything doesn't really have to tie directly into the other. It doesn't need to be like that. But we'll have to wait and see exactly how that's all going to really pan out and how it's going to be done in the future. So, like I say, I mean, a Mace Windu TV series, how they have been in the talks with Samuel Jackson, it could very well explain as to why there are going to be, you know, new books and new comics that will be unveiled in 2020 at the end of the year, and of course, even in the beginning of the year, that's going to expand many of the stories of some of our fan favorite characters that are going to actually tie directly in to the planned TV series for Disney+. So that's another thing to look forward to, is that they are trying to do something right on Disney+ with their TV series, and of course their future Star Wars films, by taking Star Wars in a different direction. The only thing I don't like about what Bob Iger said is that they plan to make the movies cater to a general audience. That's the only thing that's a turnoff to me, because at that point, you know, it's like they're trying to make movies where fans are not going to be looking for anything specific, where they're going to be generic films based on Star Wars legends and only inspired by legends. But we'll see how everything turns out. We're going to be learning more about the future of everything related to this franchise in January. In fact, they're going to announce the director for the new Star Wars movie dubbed Star Wars X, and they're going to announce that in January and the general idea of it all. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.